All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 6:45 p.m. and a quorum of members is present, so the meeting of the Board of Education of the School District of New Berlin is called to order. Please call the roll.
Ms. Crosby,
Here.
Mr. Helmer, Ms. Koenig,
Here.
Ms. Scholes,
Here.
Mr. Seidel,
Here.
Ms. Spindler, Mr. Zelinski.
I know Ms. Spindler said she's unavailable this evening. So I would entertain a motion to recess to closed session.
I move to adjourn the closed session pursuant to section 19.85, 1C, E, and F of the Wisconsin statutes to consider A, the approval of closed session minutes of May 12th, and B, employment and performance and compensation matters pertaining to staff.
I have a motion by Ms. Crosby and a second by Mr. Zelinski. Please call the roll.
Ms. Crosby,
Yes.
Ms. Koenig,
Yes.
Ms. Scholes,
Yes.
Mr. Seidel,
Yes.
Mr. Zelinski.
We are moving into closed session. We'll return to open session around 7 o'clock.
everyone fill out a green slip for public comment.
It is now 7:04 PM, and we are returning from closed session into open session. In recognition of the serious and important nature of our efforts here, we will join in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. For all those who are able, please rise. And now, for those who wish to prepare for the meeting, we will have a moment of silence. This is a public meeting of the Board of Education. Prior to this meeting, notice was given to the public last Friday by providing the agenda to the City Library. The agenda was also posted on the district website. A copy of the agenda was forwarded to the Journal Sentinel, the Waukesha Freeman, and the Waukesha Now, all of which have filed requests for all public notices. Well, we have quite a few recognitions this evening. So we're going to go in order. World Affairs Seminar recipients first.
Yes, we do. You are correct. We have a number of recognitions to here tonight. I'm going to ask Amanda Mazurkowitz, the Student Services Director, to introduce our two World Affairs Seminar recipients.
Hello. The World Affairs Seminar brings together peers from around the world to learn international relations and develop skills in diplomacy, communication, and cooperation. I'm pleased to announce that 2 students have been selected to represent the School District of New Berlin at the upcoming World Affairs Seminar. Their participation is made possible through the generous joint sponsorship of the Rotary of New Berlin and our school district. These students were chosen following a thorough application and essay review process. This year's World Affairs Seminar, hosted at Carroll University, has a theme of peace building, creating lasting change. Congratulations to Trinity Moy from New Berlin West and Madeline, is it Madeline or Madeline? Oh, Madeline Berndt from New Berlin Eisenhower, who will be our student representatives. Please join me in thanking and welcoming them up here to accept their certificates. Sorry, Trinity. Here you go, Trinity. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, ladies, and congratulations on your great work. Our second group of honorees tonight are winners of the 2025 Herb Kohl Education Foundation Fellowship Award. They are 4 of 100 Wisconsin teachers to earn this distinguished honor and an award of $6,000. Fellowship recipients are educators who have been chosen for their leadership and service in and outside of the classroom, their ability to inspire love of learning, and to motivate their students. This marks the 8th consecutive year, and I think that is a phenomenal honor, the 8th consecutive year that the School District of New Berlin has had at least 4 educators to earn this fellowship award. I would like first to invite the Elmwood principal, Jamie Veal, to the microphone to introduce Elmwood's recipients.
Yay. We are excited to announce that we have 2 recipients at Elmwood, so we are thrilled. Come on up, Kelly. It is with immense pride that we celebrate Kelly Rado tonight as the recipient of this Herb Kohl Award. Kelly has dedicated 16 incredible years to education, with 13 of those shaping young minds at Elmwood. She currently inspires her second grade students every day. Her classroom is a place of curiosity, joy, and deep engagement, a reflection of her unwavering belief that learning is the work. But Kelly's impact doesn't stop at the classroom door. As the leader of our student engagement school leadership team, she generously shares her expertise and innovation and instructional practices with colleagues, lifting up our entire learning community. Her passion for continuous improvement and her commitment to professional growth make her a beacon of excellence in our school. And if that weren't enough, Kelly is also a phenomenal mother to 4 children, some of which are here today. She models the same compassion, strength, and perseverance at home as she does at school. Kelly Rado exemplifies everything the Herb Kohl Award stands for: dedication, leadership, and an unrelenting commitment to student success. We are so incredibly proud of her and grateful for the countless ways she enriches our school. Please join us in congratulating Kelly Rado in this well-deserved honor. You make us all better, Kelly. Amazing. Thank you. I'm going to have Matt come up. It is with great admiration that we also celebrate Matt Kodowitz, an extraordinary educator whose impact resonates far beyond the walls of his 5th grade classroom. With 19 years of experience in education and the last 3 years enriching the Elmwood community, Matt has become a pillar of excellence, compassion, and leadership. He lives out our core belief of relationships before results, engaging in intentional, meaningful interactions that foster trust, confidence, and belonging among our students. Matt doesn't just teach, he leads. Whether it's guiding the next generation of educators by mentoring student teachers, volunteering his time and voice on district curricular committees, or co-chairing our beloved school play, Matt shows up with heart, humor, and a can-do spirit that uplifts everyone around him. He truly does it all, and he does it with grace, humility, and a deep commitment to our school community. Matt Kodowitz is more than a teacher. He is a role model and a testament to the power of authentic connection in education. We are so proud to have him as part of the Elmwood family, and we celebrate all that he brings to our students, staff, and school culture. Please join us in applauding Mr. Matt Kodowitz for his outstanding contributions and inspiring leadership.
Congratulations, Kelly and Matt. Thank you for everything you do for the students of Elmwood. And I should also say, much to my surprise, at one of the Admirals, Milwaukee Admirals home games, I was not shocked, but very surprised pleasantly to see Matt chosen as one of the hometown heroes. So that was quite a surprise. So next, I'd like to invite Eisenhower Principal Matt Buckley to introduce the Eisenhower honoree.
Good evening. It's my honor to introduce and recognize one of our district's most outstanding educators, Mrs. Allison Taxis, who, as we heard, received one of the recipients of the 2025 Herb Kohl Fellowship, which is an award that honors teachers across Wisconsin for education, leadership, and service. Allison's been a teacher for 11 years. We've been fortunate enough to have her at Eisenhower for the past 8, and I can't think of a better recipient for this award. She's been working closely as a special education instructor with some of our most challenged and complex learners at Eisenhower. Her impact on those students' lives and other students' lives has been both profound and lasting. Her compassion, her skill, her unwavering dedication creates opportunities for success where a lot of other educators and a lot of other adults might see only obstacles. Her work is a world of hope, of growth, and of achievement. Beyond her excellence in the classroom, Allison also emerged and has emerged as a respected leader within the department and within the school. She's someone I certainly call upon and trust implicitly. She's a trusted member to new teachers across our district, a consummate professional who models collaboration, integrity, and high expectations for not only for herself, but also for students and her colleagues. I should also mention her influence and impact on her peers is not only confined to the world of special education, but also to all of the teachers in the building. She's done a wonderful job of creating a supportive and rigorous environment for most and many of our general education teachers, and is one of our most effective co-serving teachers as well this year. She's the kind of educator ultimately who elevates everybody around her, and we couldn't be prouder to have her with us. So we're incredibly proud of her, and please join me in congratulating her for all she brings to our school and our community. 2025 Herb Cole recipient, Allison Texas. At secondary, we shake hands. Yes. So we're gonna do that. We don't hug. We're not huggers. So.
Congratulations, Allison, and thank you for your work with our students in the district. Last but certainly not least, I would like to invite Principal Mark Otto to the podium to introduce the winner from West.
We also agreed on just a handshake. We were proud to recognize Taylor Molitor, the recipient of the Herb Cole Award. Taylor is in his third year with our district, where he teaches technical education courses and mainly our construction classes. This marks his 10th year in education overall, having previously taught Spanish in another district for the previous 7 years. Under Taylor's leadership, the construction program has flourished. This year alone, his students completed their 7th house in partnership with Tim O'Brien Homes. And since launching the shed building program last year, they have built 5 sheds, with more on the horizon, along with 6 playhouses for the Metropolitan Builders Association, 3 chicken coops for local customers, and 3 multi-level mobile theater sets for our school's theater program. Taylor's passion, innovation, and commitment to hands-on learning make him truly a deserving recipient of this honor. Congratulations, Taylor.
Mark, not so fast. Congratulations, Taylor, and thank you for the work that you do in the district. Mark, I'm also going to ask Mark to introduce our next recognition, the Wisconsin Global Educator of the Year Award.
Additionally, New Berlin West is proud to have Jessica Santiago as a Spanish teacher at our school. Ms. Santiago brings 23 years of middle and high school experience to our team and has distinguished herself as a leader, advocate, and model for global education in our school. Her teaching goes beyond language instruction as she teaches about the world through language, helping students become globally competent citizens. Last week, Ms. Santiago was formally named the Wisconsin Global Educator of the Year and was honored as Dr. Jill Underly, Wisconsin State Superintendent, honored her at an event at West to celebrate this award. Congratulations, Jessica, and thank you for all you do to our school community. Stumbling all over the place.
And Jessica, not so fast for you this time. And congratulations, Jessica. We appreciate all the work you do in the district. And now, we are going to segue into our final recognition of the night. Jessica is not only an award-winning Spanish teacher, she is also the advisor of the district's Educators Rising Club. And in that role, she would like to recognize those seniors who have committed to pursuing a post-secondary degree in education. Jessica, thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Jessica Santiago, instructor of the district-wide dual enrollment course, Currents 300, Intro to Teaching, and also advisor of Educators Rising. Tonight, I would like to recognize the School District of New Berlin seniors who are filling the teacher shortage gap by committing to pursuing a post-secondary degree in education and/or building awareness of the teaching profession. Many of these seniors have fulfilled the teaching pathway for career and technical education honors distinction through the dual enrollment course, field experience requirement, maintaining 3.0 GPA or higher, and participation in Educators Rising. The recognition tonight complements the article, Full Circle, Alumni Teachers Return to Inspire the Next Generation in the March School District of New Berlin Expecting Excellence Community Magazine. Attending tonight are, and please stand, all Educators Rising members from all grade levels. Stay standing. Cooperating teachers from district elementary and middle schools. The principals, please, the principals and director of elementary education and secondary education. And the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee faculty, Angel Hessel, the teacher of the Intro to Teaching course, which I teach here for dual enrollment. Seniors, if you can please come to the podium, your certificate will be given to you by our next year's Educators Rising president, Miss Melissa Maxey. Gabby D'Amato achieved the College and Technical Education Honors, completing the Education Concepts course with over 111 hours of field experience. She fulfilled her field hours last year with Miss Erica Oswald, second grade at Poplar Creek, and an internship this year with Miss Becky Wilson, third grade at Poplar Creek. She's been an Educators Rising member for 2 years and a state conference attendee for 2 years. This year, she participated in a state conference under children's literature, K3, and she won an alternate for the national competition. I'd like to share a book that she created with the board. Gabby will be attending UW-Whitewater School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Sydney Keelan achieved college and technical education honors, completing education concepts and the Intro to Teaching course with over 75 hours of field experience. She fulfilled her field placement hours with Miss Jessica Albert, fifth grade at Elmwood. She's been an Educators Rising member for 2 years and a state conference attendee for 2 years. She attended the Ed Rising Leadership Camp last year in August, and she is co-president of our chapter of Educators Rising. Sydney is attending UW-Madison School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Lauren Kersnar successfully completed the Education Concepts course with 58 field experience hours. She fulfilled those hours with Miss Carrie Westover in third grade of Orchard Lane, has been an Educators Rising member for 2 years and state conference attendee. She also attended the Ed Rising Leadership Camp last year, August, and is co-president of the New Berlin West chapter. She is also recipient of $1,000 UW Stevens Point Education Scholarship, and she is attending UW Stevens Point School of Education to become an elementary and special education teacher. Congratulations. Is Alexis here? No, okay. Well, Alexis Kolterick also completed the course with 54 hours of field experience. Her cooperating teacher is here, Miss Leah Rognaby. With French 1 as well, she will also be attending UW Stevens Point School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Annie Shaw, Miss Annie, completed the Education Concepts course with 45 hours of field experience, fulfilling many of those hours with Miss Jessica LaRosa in the kindergarten classroom of Orchard Lane. She also completed a WCTC internship at Cadence Preschool Academy with 1-year-olds with Miss Kelly and Miss Kylie, and an internship at Apple Ridge Academy with 3-year-olds with Miss Andrea, Miss Brooke, and Miss Olivia. She has been an Educators Rising member for 2 years, a state conference attendee 1 year. She is attending UW-Whitewater School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Congrats. Moira Sullivan achieved the College and Technical Education Honors, completing Education Concepts course with 59 hours of field experience, fulfilled her field hours with Miss Stephanie Ferguson, second grade at Ronald Reagan, has been an Educators Rising member for 2 years, state conference attendee for 2 years, will be attending UW La Crosse School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Congrats. Rachel Casper achieved the College and Technical Education Honors, completing the Currens 300 Intro to Teaching course with over 125 hours of field experience. She fulfilled many of those hours with Miss Paula Neppenrath, first grade at Poplar Creek. She's been an Educators Rising member this year and state conference attendee. She was also the recipient of the WAFLT World Wisconsin Association for Language Teachers Conference High School Visitors Program, Colleagues of the Future. She also is an attender of the WAFLT Fless Fest of Discover Languages, Purposeful Play for Proficiency. She was the recipient of the Vista Higher Learning for Future Language Educator Award for Central States of Teaching of Foreign Languages. And she is currently waiting. She is an applicant for the ACTFL Future Language Teacher Scholarship. We'll find out in June. Rachel will be attending UW-Madison School of Education to become a K-12 French teacher. Almost done. Caitlin Cotter achieved college and technical education honors, completing Currens 300 Intro to Teaching course with over 60 hours of field experience. She fulfilled most of those hours with Miss Carrie Doucette, third grade at Orchard Lane, has been an Educators Rising member and state conference attendee, and is attending WCTC in fall for food production. Congratulations. Izzy Freiselbein achieved college and technical education honors, completing the Currens 300 Intro to Teaching course with over 60 hours of field experience. She fulfilled her field hours with Miss Ashley Hurab in kindergarten at Poplar Creek and has been an Educators Rising member, a state conference attendee, and is attending UW-Whitewater School of Education to become an elementary teacher. Nick Makakanja has successful completion of the dual enrollment course, Currens 300 Intro to Teaching, achieving over 67 field experience hours. He fulfilled many of those hours with Ms. Mao, fourth grade at Ronald Reagan. Has been an Educators Rising member this year, as state conference attendee and competitor, earning this plaque for his third place in state for the category Public Speaking on his topic of teacher retainment, which also qualified him for the national conference. He will be attending UW-Whitewater School of Education to become an elementary teacher, and we're going to hear his presentation in just a moment. Congratulations. Josh Jacklin, an Educators Rising member, state conference attendee, and competitor, earning this plaque for his first place in category Creative Lecture, first place, which qualified him for the National Ed Rising Conference as well. Josh will be attending UW-Milwaukee School of Nursing, where he will continue to be a teacher, teaching others how to care for themselves. Audrey Tevich, Educators Rising member, who also attended the state conference, will be attending UW-Madison School of Education, Meade-Whittier School of Music, and the College of Letters of Sciences to become an experimental psychiatrist. Congratulations. And Maria Sundarajan, who is also unable to be here tonight, achieved the college and technical education honors through the Intro to Teaching course, Currens 300, and fulfilling hours with Mr. Todd Barsack, fifth grade at Poplar Creek. Maria is also an Ed Rising member, attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities School of Education to become a high school English teacher. Thank you so much, Melissa, for handing those out, and congratulations to our seniors. I want to say a big thank you to the district elementary teachers and principals for your partnership with the field experience component of our Intro to Teaching class, and to the Board of Education for supporting our future teachers' involvement through the class and through the club Educators Rising. I would like to welcome Senior Nick Makakanja to give his state-winning and national conference qualifying speech on teacher retainment. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Nick Makakanja, as Santiago said, and I will be giving my speech about teacher retention. Does teacher retention really matter? If schools today ignore the extent to which teacher retention is problematic, solutions won't be found, and we will have a more significant issue. Many challenges affect teacher retention in America. I will focus on the top two obstacles that I think are the most relevant: stress and high workloads. but there are other challenges. Along with teachers learning new curriculum or handling students with diverse backgrounds, these challenges make the teaching profession more difficult. Stress is the #1 contributor to teacher reduction and can reveal itself in a variety of ways. The COVID-19 pandemic contributes to teacher anxiety in several ways, including health and safety issues, as well as communication issues. Other contributing factors to teacher stress and burnout include lack of support from administrators, lack of classroom preparation, and financial pressure. Yes, many administrators feel they support as much as possible, but that doesn't always translate to the teacher's experience. According to a 2018 study in Teachers and Teaching, teachers who rated their working conditions, including their workload, as satisfactory were less likely to leave their jobs than those who were dissatisfied with their working conditions. Teacher turnover harms schools because consistency can be lost. Team building isn't as effective, and predictability is challenged. Still, it can be difficult because of the perception that the student achievement is less important than finding new teachers to help and support students. The main results of those turnovers are that some might not be getting paid enough for what they must do to meet expectations. They might experience trouble with their students, or they might not know what to do with their problems that arise. Regarding workload, administrators may ask what approaches could be taken, and answering that is simple. The answer lies in understanding what teachers need in order to stay and thrive in their roles. If teachers do not express their needs, no actions will be taken to support them effectively. A survey from the Center for Teacher Quality, which includes responses from 32,000 teachers, revealed that support from colleagues and administrators is one of the most significant factors in a teacher's decision to stay or leave the profession, which is significantly accurate. Districts and schools can also make a safer work environment to attract quality educators. Building connections among staff also fosters a welcoming atmosphere, which can help improve retention. One concerning statistic comes from the article Teacher Retention: 5 Effective Strategies for Retaining High-Quality Staff, where the National Education Association cited a 2022 poll revealing that 55% of educators plan to leave sooner than expected due to pandemic-induced stress. While teacher turnover can also introduce potential benefits such as varied experiences, new ideas, and fresh talents, there are also costs for students and schools when teachers leave. The departing teachers take more school-specific knowledge and experience with them, which means the newer arrivals would need extra training and take time to absorb and gain much school-specific needs. Turnover also imposes administrative costs. To improve retention, we should improve working conditions and support educators. The future of our nation depends on strong, consistent education for our students. My findings explain and show the different viewpoints on addressing teacher turnover. Thank you.
Excellent work, all. Jessica, thank you for your leadership in advising this group. Students, I am very proud of you. The district is proud of you, and I am especially proud to see that the Warhawks are represented well here tonight as a recovering Warhawk graduate. It's nice to see that after 35 years in education, that's what I'm celebrating this year, that we have such fine young men and women who are going to be carrying on the work that is so important in the state of Wisconsin. To the supervising teachers who are here tonight, I would also like to thank you for supporting these students in this very, very important work. So one last round of applause, please, for all of our And now I'm going to ask the principal principals to help me. We have a very, very large group and a soon-to-be very, very overwhelmed photographer in Conference Room A, who will be taking pictures of all the groups with their administrators, and if there are family members who would like to have pictures taken with your moms or dads or with your students, we will make sure that you have the ability to get all of those pictures to you. So if you will follow the direction of some of our administrators down the hall and around the corner to Conference Room A, you can have your pictures taken.
Okay. Moving on, yes, we have privilege of the floor, which we don't have any this evening. President's message, I would say congratulations again, but they're all off. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a lot to be proud of. Then we have our administrative team report. Do we have an Elmwood update tonight? Why I have Elmwood on here?
No.
Oh,
I'm-
maybe I left that on from last time. I'm sorry. They updated already. Never mind. I think I must have left.
They did their update last week, or last month,
I left
the
it-
last meeting.
I
sorry.
left it on. I did not update my own notes. So superintendent update, do we have anything?
Superintendent did not send me a report.
Okay. And of course, our student isn't here, so there's nothing then. We can move on then to the district reports. Oh, we do have a donation report tonight. I thought there wasn't any.
We do.
So we do have our incident enrollment suspension donation report. Would you please read the donation report?
Of course, it would be my pleasure. First one was for Orchard Lane PFC to pay for the field trip buses and art supplies in the amount of $10,652.01. The next one is for Poplar Creek PTO to pay for field trip buses to the Civil War Museum in the amount of $446. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. All right, guys. So the next one was for Poplar Creek, pay for the field trip bus to Discovery World in the amount of $522. Next one was for Eisenhower's, C&M Fencing Incorporated, support and athletic sponsorship in the amount of $7,000. Next one was for Orchard Lane PFC, pay for field trip buses and teacher grants in the amount of $5,347.01. The next one was for New Berlin West, the Herb Cole Educational Foundation to support Taylor Moulton's construction class in the amount of $6,000. Lastly, we have Ronald Reagan Home and School to support all school read funds for the fun run, staff orders, and books in the amount of $11,731.33, bringing our total donations to $41,698.35. Thank you so much to our generous donors, and that ends my report.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to all the donors, too. Then we have our consent agenda. Make sure I didn't miss this one up. We have, it includes the notice, the approval of the the meeting minutes of May 12th, the approval to amend the 2025-26 Board of Education July meeting date, which I'll mention, right now it has us on the third Monday of the month when it should have been the 4th, and we do only have one meeting in July. HOSA is the International Leadership, HOSA International Leadership Conference Field Trip Application, the Ike Football Contact Days Field Trip Application, and the financial reports. Do you want to pull anything out for individual considerations such as the July meeting? Or are we good with moving it to the 4th Monday? Okay, so then, do I have a motion for the consent agenda?
Motion to approve?
I have a motion by Mr. Seidel and a second by Ms. Crosby to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? All right, then hearing none, all those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes. On to the regular agenda. We have approved the CISA 1 2025-26 contract. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the CISA 1 2025-26 contract.
I have a motion by Ms. Crosby and a second by Mr. Zelinski to approve the CISA 1 2025-26 contract. Is there any discussion?
So just to give some background, this is our annual approval of the services, the contract for services the district receives through CISA 1. These services include audiology, hearing impaired services, as well as seats in alternative programs for students. This contract is similar to the CISA 1 contract that we approved for the 2024-25 school year.
Did the cost increase or anything? Is there a significant increase in the projected cost?
When I compared this to last year's contract, there is not a significant cost increase.
Any other discussion? Then all those in favor, raise your right hand. Motion passes. Up next, we have a first read of a new policy, 5411, third grade promotion and retention at-risk students. Do you want to give background on that? Or?
I believe this is a required policy that we received in relation to Act 20. It was recommended to us by Neola, and we are bringing it to you for the first read for tonight. No action is necessary. This is a first read, but if you do have any questions, we can write those down tonight, or better yet, you can email those to Superintendent Garza, and he will make sure that those questions get answered either in the monthly or the weekly board memo, or he'll prepare those answers for the next board meeting.
Okay, so if there's no questions now, we'll just move on to our closed session items we have.
I move to approve the employment services report as presented.
I have a motion by Ms. Crosby and a second by Mr. Zelinski to approve the employment services and compensation report as presented. And since we already did that in closed session, all those in favor, raise your right hand. Then this motion passes. We have our future meetings and dates. Board meetings are generally held the second and fourth Mondays, beginning at 7:00 p.m. in this conference room, which is conference room E, of the district offices, unless noted otherwise. And our next meetings are June 9th and June 23rd. Other important dates to remember is that June 6th is the last day of school, June 6th is also the West graduation, and June 7th is the Eisenhower graduation. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Seidel and a second by Ms. Connick to adjourn. All those in favor, raise your right hand. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.